Order. I call this meeting to order. This is the Standing Committee on Human Resources. I'm Chris Palmer, MLA for Kings West and Chair of the committee. Today, we will review appointments to agencies, boards, and commissions. I'd like to ask everybody at this point in the room to please put your phones to silent or vibrate. And now I'd like to ask all the committee members to introduce themselves for the record by stating their name and their constituency. I'll begin with Vice Chair Burns.
Rick Burns, Hammonds Plains, Lucasville.
Good morning, Melissa Sheehy-Richard, MLA in Hants West.
Kyle McQuarrie, Inverness.
Good morning, Adigur Valerie Clitty Park West.
Good morning, Derek Mumberket, MLA Sydney Member 2.
Good morning, Paul Wozni. I use he, him pronouns, and I represent Sackville-Cobequid.
Good morning, Krista Gallagher, she, her pronouns, Halifax, Shabukta.
Thank you, everyone. And for the purposes of Hansard, I also recognize the presence of Legislative Counsel Killian Schlemmer to my left and Legislative Committee Clerk Judy Kavanaugh to my right. So we will now proceed with our appointments to agencies, boards, and commissions. And I'd like to ask MLA Sheehy-Richard.
Thank you, Chair. For the Department of Environment and Climate Change, I move to recommend Dwight Wynot be appointed member and chair to the Resource Recovery Fund Board, Divert Nova Scotia Board.
Motion on the table. Any discussion? All those in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion is carried. MLA Sheehy-Richard.
For the Department of Environment and Climate Change, I move to recommend Martina Medin be appointed member and vice chair to the Resource Recovery Fund Board, Divert Nova Scotia.
Motion on the table. Any discussion? All those in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion is carried. So thank you. That concludes our appointments to agencies. Oh, my apologies. Okay. I'm so sorry. I was looking at a different list on this.
Okay, so now she's read
Okay.
the first two names.
Okay. Sorry. My apologies. MLA Sheehy-Richard.
Thanks, Chair. I should have lumped these first three together. Apologies. For the Department of Environment and Climate Change, I move to recommend Calla Farn be appointed member to the Resource Recovery Fund Board, Divert Nova Scotia Board.
Thank you, MLA Sheehy-Richard. The motion on the table. Any discussion? All those in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. Motion is carried. MLA Sheehy-Richard.
For the Department of Justice, I move to recommend Paulette Anderson, Laura Brose, Leanne Conrad, Erica Kurwaskawa, and Kurwasawa, and Shehu Mustafa be appointed members to the Law Foundation of Nova Scotia Board.
Thank you. Motion on the table. Any discussion? All those in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion is carried. And I believe that concludes our appointments to agencies, boards, and commission. MLA Wozni.
Thank you. I just didn't see the light come on my mic. Chair, I want to bring a point of order. At our last meeting, I brought up a concern about process. There was an amendment proposed by representation from the government to which from the opposition side of the table, a further amendment was proposed. On the vote on the opposition amendment, the chair called a vote. The vote went 4 in favor, 4 against, and you rightly called that vote lost, which left the government's amendment on the table. You called a vote on the government's amendment when only 4 votes were registered for and only 4 votes were registered against. By procedure, because there were only 4 votes in favor and 4 votes against, that vote should have also been called lost, consistent with the decision that you made on the first vote. When I drew this to your attention, you indicated that you registered a vote. I encouraged you that, based on the video record, that you hadn't registered your vote in an audio vote. And at that time, you didn't do anything with that challenge. At the time, I hadn't received MLA training from the legislature. And so I was unaware of the process to challenge a decision of the chair in an appropriate way. I have since conferred with Legislative Counsel and the Chief Clerk on this question, and they've directed me to, via point of order, raise this issue again in hopes that we can address it here. So, Chair, with your indulgence, I propose two possible solutions to the issue. Recognizing the composition of the committee, the chair could recall the vote on that amendment, which would allow all of the members of the committee to register their vote in an auditory way. I have no doubt that the result of the proceeding wouldn't be any different than if we left it as is. But as a democratic principle, when we take votes, everybody that can participate and needs to participate for a decision to fall in a certain way should do so. If you choose not to follow that process, what's left to me is via a notice of motion to challenge the decision of the chair in the Greater House, which would tie up the House with what I think is a pretty unreasonable consideration, given that we have the means within the committee to address this concern here and now. So I would urge the chair to reconsider the vote on the government's amendment. To be clear, that amendment was to move the time from 30 to 20 to 10 from the existing 20 minutes across the board. And if we could reconsider that vote and make sure that everybody's vote is heard, that would satisfy my concern.
Thank you. So I just want to clarify. Are you're appealing the decision of the chair from the last meeting? Okay. Upon review, we asked the clerk to review the video from the last meeting, and the clerk, who is nonpartisan officer of the legislature, has confirmed that I did vote on that vote, Emily Wozni. So I will put it to the committee to ask the committee that the chair's decision from the last meeting be sustained. All those in favor of that, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. So that decision from the last meeting is sustained. Thank you. We also received on February 13th, 2025, an email from Constance King that was CC'd to our committee through to the Human Rights Commission, and just bringing it forward to the table that it has been received, and we will table it for the clerk to have. And seeing no other business, our next meeting will be on April the 1st, 2025, from 1 to 3 p.m. The topic will be workplace health and safety initiatives, and the witnesses will be the Department of Labor, Skills, and Immigration. And if the House of Assembly is still sitting on April the 1st, then this committee will meet from 10 a.m. Till 11 a.m., or on that just for appointments to agencies, boards, and commissions. So thank you, everyone. With that, our meeting is adjourned.